Welcome to the Northern Premier League goal show for Saturday, 29th of February. We start at Broadhurst Park. There were 8 goals between FC United and Warrington Town. The first went to FC United. Morgan Homson-Smith's shot struck the arm of Scott Brown. It looked like it was in the box, but it was given as a free kick, and in the end it resulted in a goal anyway, as Homson-Smith's free kick went in, also off Scott Brown's arm. FC United made it 2, and Paul Ennis' shot was charged down and fell to Tunde Owolabi. He turned and scored on 39 minutes, but Warrington would go into the break at 2-2 after Jordan Buckley scored 2 on his return to his former club. This one poked home from close range off Dylan Vassilo's cross. And then on the stroke of half-time, check this one out. A cross from Buckley from the left, caught by the wind, catching Cameron Belford out at his far post. That was 2-2 at half-time. The visitors took the lead, Vassallo winning the ball back. It fell to Jack McCreth and he pinged one in from 20 yards for 3-2. But then a mistake by Mitch Duggan on the right-hand side allowed Adam Dodd to get in behind. And as Dodd put the ball across the box, Duggan wiped him out from behind to concede a penalty. Ennis stepped up and made short, beating Bobby Jones. But Warrington would restore their lead. Bowen Dixon's free kick parried out by Belford, and Mark Roberts was quickest to fire home. And it looked like Warrington had done enough to pinch the 3 points until right at the death in the 6th minute of injury time. A short free kick to Michael Potts, and his whipped ball in was headed home by Curtis Jones to the delight of the majority of the 2,000 strong crowd at Broadhurst Park. South Shields were the visitors to Gainsborough Trinity. And Darius Osai grabbed his first goal for the Shields since signing from Stalybridge, showing good strength down the left-hand side and squeezing one in through the goalkeeper at the near post. It was 2-0 not long after. Nathan Lowe driving home low on 34 minutes for 2-0. Into the second half, a bit of a scramble resulting in Dylan Morse making it 3. And then Josh Gillies headed home after the initial header had come back off the bar. Gainsborough did get a goal of their own towards the end. A foul on Jordan Adebayo Smith meant Greg Smith could continue his recent run of goal scoring with a penalty, but it was far too little too late, and Shields won 4-1.
Yeah, it was a great performance from the lads. Obviously, we haven't been on form yet. Plus, for the last few games, I'm not sure if we played well, but today was a brilliant performance from the lads and from everyone, especially me as well, coming back from injury. So it was a great performance. We went 3 points.
Buxton caused some controversy in the pre-game by leaving their former striker Brad Grayson off the Stafford Rangers team sheet as the bottom place side travelled to Silverlands. An almighty goal-mile scramble resulted in Callum Chippendale giving Buxton the lead on 24 minutes. And 5 minutes later it was 2. Top scorer Diego Di Girolamo taking it past the keeper and finding the empty net. Stafford got themselves back in the game though shortly after half-time. Matthew Hill prodding home for his first goal of the season. But another 2 goals within 5 minutes of each other wrapped up the game for Buxton. First, Conor O'Grady got in at the back post, and then on 77 minutes, Liam Hardy made it 4-1 to all but seal the points. And putting icing on the cake with a 5th, 3 minutes from the end, Diego Di Girolamo with a left foot smasher in at the near post. Hyde United welcomed high-flying Lancaster City. And it was the Tigers who got off to a brilliant start, taking the lead after 2 minutes through Tom Pratt. Liam Tong then pulled off a free kick for 2-0. You thought that one was good, That one from Lancaster was even better. Glenn Steele's volley getting them back in the game on the half-hour mark. But John McComb restored Hyde's 2-goal advantage 3 minutes into the second half. And just a minute later, 3 became 4 as Pratt drilled in at the near post. The goals didn't stop there. Lancaster made it 4-2 through Charlie Bailey, curling one in from the edge of the box, before Pratt grabbed his hat-trick just shy of the hour mark. That made it 5-2, and it rounded off the scoring. Pratt took home the match ball. Two sides with varying runs of form met in the North East as Scarborough welcomed Radcliffe. Scarborough very much on the rise after a slow start to the season. Harry Spratt gave them a 12th-minute lead, and James Walshaw doubled that a minute before half-time, finishing that well on the left-hand side. Walshaw got his second goal on 76 minutes to put any doubts about this game to bed. And although Radcliffe did get on the board late on through Danny Mitchley, they continue to fall down the table, having started the season brightly.
Very good 3 points. Again, I think we started the game, as we made it go on in terms of the getting on the front foot, really getting at the opposition. I thought we'd done it. And again, I thought little spells of the second half. I don't know whether our wind dictated, where we didn't flow, the passing didn't break the lines as effectively as I would have hoped. But again, we had a lot of good chances in there as well.
Grantham parted company with their managerial team in midweek, and the move appeared to pay off as they were 2-0 winners at home to Stalybridge Celtic. They had to be patient though. They waited till 70th minute for Declan Dunn to open the scoring, and then Craig Westcar, as Celtic chased the game, made it 2-0, finishing well from a tight angle for 2-0. Whitby's game against Ashton was bookended by 2 goals. Whitby got the earliest one of the afternoon. Brad Fewster scoring in the very first minute to give the Seasiders the lead. But Ashton are made of stronger stuff under manager Michael Clegg. They chipped away and eventually got the equaliser through Billy Sass-Davis on 81 minutes. Whitby missing out on the chance to keep their move up the table going. There was, of course, postponements in the Premier Division 2. The games at Atherton, Coles, Morpeth, Nantwich and Witton all postponed. That leaves the league table looking something like this. South Shields still top, and they pulled away from nearest rivals Baseford, who were without a game. Baseford 5 points behind with a game in hand. Warrington Town's draw at FC United denied them a jump into the playoff places. At the bottom, Stafford, it's looking ever more bleak for them. They're 10 points behind Grantham, who are in a guaranteed safety spot. Atherton, Coles and Matlock weren't in action but have plenty of games in hand. In the South East Division, Chasetown were 1-0 winners at Belper Town. Josh Cook was the only goal there. There was just 4 games in total in the South East. Ilkeston Town came from behind to win 2-1 at Newcastle Town. Stamford were 2-1 winners at home to Worksop Town. Harry Vince scoring the winner with an 86-minute penalty. And Isai Macelia scored the only goal as Sutton Coldfield Town beat Kidsgrove Athletic 1-0. That leaves the South East Division table looking like this. Leek remain top. Stamford have at least closed the gap to 5 points with that win. Belper remain in a playoff spot. Sutton Coldfield Town are now up to 7th. At the bottom market, Drayton Town and Wisbeach Town are both joint on 17 points. Chasetown pulled away from those two with their win. And in the North West Division, again, a very weather-affected round of games. Connor Hughes scored twice for Colne as they drew 2-2 at Dunstan. Marine were 3-1 winners at home to Droylsden. Brighouse Town won 1-0 at Pickering Town. Jamie Rainford scored a first-half hat-trick as Widnes beat Prescott Cables 3-1. And Scott Allison also got a first-half hat-trick as Workington beat Clitheroe 4-1. It's very tight at the top of the North West Division table, and Workington are top of the tree now. They're on 62 points. They've managed to pull clear of Ramsbottom thanks to having played some games. 7 points clear of Ramsbottom, who do have 2 games in hand. Marine are in third, but Pontefract and Marsk are in the playoff spots with 6 games in hand on Workington and Marine. At the bottom of the table, Pickering are 5 points adrift of Kendal. Widnes's win over Prescott lifts them to 15th. Plenty of fixture arrangements have since been announced. Please do check the league website, BetVictorNorthernPremier.co.uk, for all the latest amendments as teams try and catch up on the weather-enforced postponements. There's plenty of midweek games this week. Monday night, Baseford United host Nantwich Town in the Premier. On Tuesday night, also in the Premier, Ashton welcome Warrington Town. Gainsborough face Radcliffe. Matlock welcome Morpeth Town, and Whitby play Mickleover. In the South East Division, Carlton Town welcome Chase Town. Leek Town play Cleethorpes Town, and Wisbech Town welcome Frickley Athletic. In the North West Division, Colne host Pontefract Collieries. Prescott Cables travel to Dunstan, and Marsh United host Kendal Town. The Integral League Cup second round, believe it or not, there's still an outstanding game there as Atherton Collieries will play Stalybridge Celtic. That game has now been switched to Bawah Fold, the home of Stalybridge, having previously been called off twice. In the League Cup third round, Sheffield host Trafford, who are the holders, of course, and Workington will play Ossett United. On Wednesday, the Integral League Cup quarter-final, the first of the 4 quarter-finals will take place. Kidsgrove Athletic hosting Hyde United. That's one of 2 confirmed quarter-finals so far. The others will, of course, be dependent on results on Tuesday night. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. That's full time for now.